fakes. Watching the snakes slither, striking the time. TDE, it's the family, we them dominant dogs. Top tiering, when them comments involved, we out for it all. Rock side, he ain't dropping the ball. Prime time, who want it with us? Got clarity, longevity, like bus and bus. Got too far, and it's the starving, this and that's a no-no. If I'm hungry, then I'm hunting, always on the go-go. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time.
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Dragons of Brooklyn. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with Etienne. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Fields.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A try here for the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Next to score, Lions 7, Dragons nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
On second down, a run with ETN.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd down and 10.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Lions will take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Lions.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's brought down.
10 more there and another 1st down. Now Fields going to move him around. Williams will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Sam Sloman for the PAT.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. down the sideline he goes.
And he'll take this down the 40-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
That's good. 4A. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target.
That'll bring up second down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Second and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Rodgers to throw once more.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, Fields.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Justin Fields, 25 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, CeeDee, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Lewis Seen, and the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Fields. This is the tight end fan.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Out of the gun, Fields. Loose inside the 30. He's got a first and maybe more.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamar Chase.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions are able to add on to that lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out,
he's got a man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Dragons get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And from his own end zone, a line.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
Fields on first down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Back to throw. Fields.
And this is caught by Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
A gain of 26 yards.
On first down, it's Fields.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. Fields again. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now it's Fields. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go with Williams. And a loose football.
One of the linebackers has got it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Rodgers.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 61 yards.
And the Dragons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point safely through. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Alontae Taylor to return it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still...
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A give to ETN running right.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Travis Etienne with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Fields changing the play. Now Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here's Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Off play action. Fields. He's got his target. That's complete.
Fighting through it. He's got space. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Now a first down throw. Fields. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
They'll drop to throw. And it's caught.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. To throw is Fields.
Flush to his right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
He scored on the ground and
through the air. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Foyesade Oluwakin able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Taylor now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now a dump off here complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Fields now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Fields going to change things up here. Here's Fields. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Fields.
His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion for him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And a powerful stiff arm to freeze him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
This one swung out to Williams.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having...
And Guy's man complete. A big play there. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As soon as he leaped down and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Talanoa Hufanga, a first-time All-Pro last year, up to make the tackle.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Fields.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They trail by 2 scores in the fourth.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now Fields going to move them around.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That is taken in by the tight end Finn. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Fields throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
And they'll get this down to the 10. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And he's got it. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. And quickly, they get to the line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Justin Fields,
a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never...
There he goes, left side.
Deebo Samuel.
And all the way in for a touchdown.
Deebo Samuel.
78 yards.
And the Dragons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
It's going the other way. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
One more time with ETN.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 to a starting field position like that. 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Here's Fields. And it is caught. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
All eyes on Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Fields.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Fields changing the play. Williams is in for a Lions touchdown. Out for the PAT, here's Sloman.
And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
One final try now for Rodgers.
That's complete to Lamb.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Till I die, hope that Jesus come and dry the well. That singing like clay aching. R.I.P. to all my loved ones that ain't make it. Got a bond with the streets and I just can't break it. Run it up, now my safe done turned into my safe haven. Them racks in, okay. On the block I post up, I can't fade away. Baby, I've been too turned, I don't care about what a hater say. Dark skin, thick, I like the so I named the bay. I'm in it every day. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on growing, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any sun moving, make it sing like the choir. Peter got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see